Hi, Divine Feminines. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's look at what's going on in this relationship that you're thinking about. What do you need to know? Oh. And it does seem like there's a magical air around you right now. Armadillo, set healthy boundaries. Koi, there's always enough. And the frog once again, clear out the clutter. Antelope spirit. Interesting. So cards we've had quite a bit. We've had Pluto aspecting Venus, and to me, Pluto's always the card that's like purging clutter, letting go of what you no longer need, which sometimes builds up for us. Prosperity, freedom. Oh, that's a new card. Healer. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. And then dance on the bottom of the deck. So in the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle, it does look like you have a gift coming to you of money. Specifically, it says on this card, money. A gift of money. Seven, healing, separation, go within. 1, clear energy blocks, activating higher chakras. 6, beyond illusion, change your perception. 2, divine order, practice patience. So that is interesting. High Priestess, Page of Swords. I'm getting Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I don't know, your masculine takes this very seriously, and yet I feel like he thinks you see him as very immature or unserious. I think he's afraid to talk about this offer, this union. There seems to be something he's holding back with that Four of Pentacles that I saw. I don't know, he just doesn't feel like he can give you what you deserve. I feel like you're tired of waiting. It's weird, I feel that Two of Cups, but then the Ace of Cups came out. Eight of Wands, Magician, King of Pentacles. He doesn't think it can make it happen. Something here that he puts a lot of emphasis on this heartbreak in his past. That though he has tried other relationships, it just haunts him. Wow. You haunt him. He's pretty haunted here. I'm not gonna lie. For some reason that Temperance card's coming off as like a haunting. which I don't ever think I've gotten that energy, but it's like ghosts of the heart. And I just saw the green card while I said that. Ghosts of the heart. Deep in the heart. Deep locked in there. I almost want to say vault for some reason. I don't know, I feel like I've gotten this message like so many times, but I do have full energy here. There is the desire to move into appreciation. We have Fool twice. What is keeping this Fool energy from moving forward, Spirit? Because it's almost as if the hand of the divine itself is coming to him and saying, you need to heal this now. This is not for you anymore to live this way. Like, to live in denial and deceit of who you actually are. He gets dreams about it. I saw the craziest video the other day. It was all about like how Atlantis was evil and using crystal technology, but then we were really supposed to crystallize ourselves. It was the weirdest thing. It made no sense at all to me, but hey. Part of why that's coming up is like part of the spiritual journey still doesn't like click for him. This makes me feel very tired when I think about it. Something that Spirit is saying, look at incoming contact. It's like, you need to move some things out of your energy field. Or let's like re-empower yourself for, what is it, Spirit? It is a foundation here. So I feel like you've gone through a period of time where what was going on was that there was a release and a clearing of false beliefs that prohibited your prosperity. And this was like the last 4 to like 7 years, I want to say. And wow, look at rebuild. In some ways, you were just refusing to see that this is about, you have like 2 Empress cards here. It's like failing to see, to appreciate who you really are. And so I think what they're saying is that there were opportunities that came that you didn't really, you weren't able to pursue because part of you did buy into this kind of illusion that you were trapped. You refused to kind of see your own. So this is a process of re-empowering yourself here. And this is about what I am bringing through here is that it's beyond, moving beyond the labels that like society puts on you, and almost to the point of like makes you fight their battles, like makes you, it's like society and what we would call the matrix or whatever. So whenever we are kind of in the vibration of loving ourselves, that's a very, very high frequency, right? We are drawn naturally to our own fight, right? Like it isn't necessarily a fight, but it is us being empowered to do what we feel is right via our own heart. And there was something here that was really stopping you from fighting your own fights, like empowering your own voice, moving through this helpless and hopeless, you know, refusing to see whatever was stopping you from intuitively following your heart, following the information that was channeling into you. This was what has been kind of eradicated, destroyed, torn down. Also that you could come to this point of success and growth. Like I see that there is this blossoming here of your self-appreciation and understanding that, you know, we have this kind of, when we believe what we see in society, on the news and that sort of thing, there's this energy where we're collectively trapped in a fear vibration, and then where our energy is siphoned from us in a way that is like, it's mainly through inaction and unempowerment, disempowerment, that we kind of stay complacent in a way. But whatever needed to kind of be stripped away over this past cycle, look here at Cobra medicine. Healing, potent, and swift, Cobra can assist you to clear away anything unnecessary or extraneous. Pare down. There is a call here for a cleansing, a rebirth, a paring down. That's, you know, we kind of have double Scorpio energy here, where we're, my throat, sorry. They kind of want you to reimagine, re-understand what twin flame energy really is. So I think we're going to get to that here now. It's a more of a removal of what's not than a putting on of what is. So this analogy keeps coming to me in several forms, several different people. And it's like, and I've said it before a long time ago, that It's more like when the sun is shining and the clouds are in front of it, it's not like the sun isn't shining, you know. The sun is still shining, you just can't see it. And this is like your own power, your own frequency and vibration. It's like sometimes society gets in the way and puts a bunch of clouds there. It's like societally we believe the importance of the news, right? Now, I'm not telling you what you should find important. I'm just saying your inner compass, your inner guide, your channel, you are, when you're empowered in a low frequency, you'll be drawn naturally to things that are very important for you. And it's more about constructing what you want than trying to deconstruct what you don't want. And that's the way that the news kind of works, is like puts you in fear energy and then kind of aligns you to their agenda. Does that mean that everything on the news is not worth paying attention to or changing or being concerned about? No, that's not what that means. Okay, you have Cupid's arrow, wedding rings, I like you, mirror, date, but it came up reverse. Ugh, sorry, this like annoying thing in my hand. Butterfly, abundance, passion, self-indulgence, golden mirror, keys and a ring, hand of cards, heart with a key. It's the second heart with a key, ascending in reverse. You know, there's a lot of mirroring here for sure. I've seen that in private readings lately. And it's an interesting, different kind of mirroring than I've seen before. What's coming through right here is this alchemical wedding, right? And this word alchemy, it's almost like the mind, and I'm not sure why it's the mind being brought up here, although I did see the Ace of Wands. But it is the mind being shown here, where it's like when two hearts come in contact with each other, the alchemy is important, right? And it is the mind that kind of keeps that from happening. The mind like puts the barrier up, separates, is the fear energy, and the mind is the fear energy. And we obviously have to work with it. We obviously have to make important decisions about our life based on the reflection that we see in reality. But here I get that there is a certain reluctance to the alchemy, where both substances are changed, right? Now, it gets so kind of confusing, is that in my teachings and my understanding, it's one soul energy split into polarized human form. And so it's the exact same energy, right? So what's actually trying to be alchemized is the fear energy. The soul energy is the same, right? That resonance is why that's so intense. is that when you two meet, it's the doubling of the waves, right? Like, you enhance each other's waves. Everything good gets great, and everything bad gets worse or horrible. And the fear keeps you kind of trapped in the downward cycle of the belief in the separation, right? The alchemy happens when you understand that there's no separation. And of course, like, I use tarot as a divination tool for self-growth. And we do look in the mirror to see where we are. Whenever we're looking in the mirror to see where we are seeing where we've been, not where we're going. So you should always keep that in mind. Yes, I do ask about the future, and I try to really keep it, especially this is like telling me, like, this is, be future oriented. Have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. And then this is kind of about delaying or rejecting the alchemy. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. So they also do want me to talk about this, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Healing is kind of one of these very transformational activities where hopefully we look at the past to extract the lesson, transmute the fear, embody the lesson, and move forward into a new expanded growth, right? That's what shadow work should be. Sometimes, now I am a proponent of any kind of healing that you feel drawn to do, where I'm saying, like, you're empowered to be drawn to, like, I've done Reiki, I've done EDMR, EMDR, whatever it is, EDMR. I have done like a classic behavioral cognitive therapy. I have done sound healing. I've done many different forms of healing. Theta, I've done a lot of theta. I've done, it doesn't really matter so much as long as it's aligned with you and you can find the way forward. What they're talking about is when we get trapped in looking at the past. So a ton of tarot I see is like, people really like it because it validates the past. And they really don't want you to constantly keep validating the past. There's like this, yes, there's a lot of love, and it is your doubt in that love that keeps you looking backwards, right? And what that purpose of that love, right, is to awaken you to the understanding that the love that you're feeling for them is the love for you too. And whatever comes up in the face of that love, any fears, any running away or clinging to, which is exactly the same things, their running is your clinging. And it's all to show you, I love when Spirit does this, it's so amazing, to show you the clouds that are in front of your sun, right? So your heart is the sun, and it's radiating in this, and that's your empowerment as a sovereign being, as source energy. And the clouds in front of it are your fear and other things. But let's mainly focus on the fear. The fear is the mind, and the fear is the past, and the fear is oh, there's 3 aces here. Oh, they're showing me. Okay. Your masculine's waking up to this. This is my sign for awakening. The fear is the disempowerment. Now they're saying that's not really as dramatic as I want it. But to disempower the sun, it's getting really biblical, and I don't know why, because I'm not like a biblical person, but it's like that's the trick of the devil, they're saying, right? To disempower the sun. And there's a lot of correlations between Egyptian sun worship and Christianity, and I'm not here to talk about anybody's religion. I believe in religious freedom 100%. I know that doesn't sit well with a lot of people. I believe in freedom of speech 100%. That doesn't sit well with other people, but I would rather be able to hear the truth and worship the way that I want without anybody governing me, and allow others to have the same. Now, this is my personal belief, so I shouldn't have said any of that. But anyway, the fear is the clouds stopping your, it's basically like holding your energy in a low frequency. Okay, so we got that out. That was a beautiful message. Amazing message. You know, I don't ever see where it's going when I start, so it's crazy when it all wraps up at the end like that. It's amazing to me. And they're saying, like, really nothing in life is like frivolous. Like, sometimes I'm like, why are they going down this path? Why is this going on? Why am I talking about this? And they're saying in a lot of ways, like, that's similar to life. Like, the way that I go on the path is one step at a time. And they're saying that's why I'm a good channel most of the time. Because I like to translate things. First of all, I like to translate energy, but second of all, I allow it to be one step at a time and to follow the step. And in a lot of ways, they're saying, like, in life, I guess this is for me specifically, but also for other people that are listening, that, like, we want to get 4 or 5 or 40 steps ahead and not just take the next step. And that's where we get trapped up in fear. I knew this was going to be the card. I just knew it. I knew this was going to be the card. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This is a very potent card to come out, play. And so we have another, this is very much this energy right here. This is like my childhood card. And I always think of like a peach popsicle. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever actually had a peach popsicle, but I just think of peaches and popsicles and like swimming. It's like very refreshing summer energy. So have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. We have the Yes card, which is that beautiful triangle again of channeling the light. Just say yes, answer the call. They're saying there is some resistance to this new cycle starting because I think a lot of you, including me, are kind of surprised where it's starting. But you can also feel that there's like this very strong energy pulling. And like they're just showing me like this beautiful sun here at the top, and you like sitting in this glass and just enjoying kind of the effervescent bubbles. And it almost looks like a manta ray, but I think it's just like a corona of the sun. And we have protection. Take a break. There is a lot of feeling here of going on like a holiday or a retreat. Life's work. This is a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Having joy of like inner temple devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? I don't think there could have been a better card. And then again, this triangular light. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And then birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a world into being. The initiation. So often we have these portals. I was for the last month talking about, this is a sky with lightning, but talking about a tunnel that there was no light in, and then when you turn the corner, you could see the light. Rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. So that's a beautiful, and then this is one of my favorite cards in this deck, is the rose. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. And on my Instagram, just before this reading, I posted a picture of a rose with the divine feminine, and it's very, very, very front and center right now that you remember just how beautiful and divine you are, no matter what your exterior looks like or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm just talking about your beautiful energy. It's making me want to cry now. And how, so they're showing me this card again, how very loved you are by spirit. There's just a tremendous energy here of gratitude pouring through and from the higher realms of how, let me get the word right, trusted you are to hold this most sacred frequency on earth. And I know that sounds very dramatic. But they're saying that, you know, it is the truth as it is seen, you know, through the eyes of spirit. Do you want both these decks? Okay. You know, it's very difficult sometimes to reconcile that you're the highest form of love and creation in existence, and then have to deal with things like, you know, dishes and bills, and look what just fell out. It's true. God, sorry, sometimes I get that frequency and it's just like overwhelming. They really want you to know, like, don't make life all drudgery. It's not meant to be that way. Teamwork. Water. And that came up with that when she was sitting in the champagne cup, the glass. They wanted me to say water. Look at, I love this card. It's so pretty. So best friends, you are gifted, believe in yourself, pets, practice happy thoughts, happy surprise. If you have been through the hermit phase like I have, it was so intense. You're going to come out of that with a new kind of belief in yourself, but also an ability to just connect so much more deeply to friends. But they're also saying like more than that. Yes, animals, yes, friends, yes. It's also like the connection of who you are into the world is so greatly enhanced that it's going to surprise you. So they want this. Decide, listen to your true feelings and love. The answer that you're seeking is love. It is time to clearly make a decision about what you want. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. And that's kind of like coming up. And then it says creative, wish upon a star. I felt that. I don't know. There were decisions that were very, very difficult to make. But they're made now. So let's see. Peace, independent, home, prosperity, compassion, bold. We have boundaries again. So the subject of boundaries seems to keep coming up. Mostly around right now is what I feel. It's like, don't let others disempower you. There's a tremendous, this card doesn't come up very often. There's a tremendous amount of prosperity and wealth. And that's not just money. Although we did get the money card. It's like when your heart is in this love, which always starts with your self-love, and not an egotistical way, in a way of understanding how just amazing you are as a creation, as a creator, as just being compassionate in this world of all of us trying to be in this physical world as a spiritual being, and the fact that we make a lot of mistakes in the expansion process. And it would be better if we didn't call them mistakes. So your masculine's really having to learn this lesson. And the faster you learn it, the faster he learns it. That mistakes really aren't it would be better if we reflected and said, it took me several tries to accomplish what I wanted, or I tried several different things and then I figured out this is what worked. It would be better if we would say things like that. Like, I'm in the process of figuring this out, and this is the way I tried first, and now I'm going to try a different way. And each of these things are bringing me expansion and understanding on how to do something. it would be better if we could be compassionate with ourselves and not like we're on a scoreboard or having a score sheet about our life and how long it took to figure out how to do things. This compassion will bring a lot of grace and beauty into life. It will be a way to really raise your frequency if you can just reframe that word mistake or the thought behind it. Because we weren't sent here like robots to know exactly a linear path from A to B and to do each step perfectly. That was never what we were supposed to do or should do ever. It's like the creativity and the beauty of understanding things on a multidimensional plane is very important, and they want to bring up that some masculines may have gone through very, very, very dark periods, like the darkest. And you know, you can't understand the light without the dark. And especially if you're going to heal or teach or be a facilitator to the light in any way, you have to have taken that journey yourself. It's very important to have walked through the darkness if you're going to help others walk through that darkness too, or even just be a guide of any kind. A lot of the masculines have faced despair, depression, anxiety, ruin, many things. It still make them doubt themselves a lot. So tomorrow is the new moon in Taurus. You got the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. They have the super moon. Emotions are running high. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So they're saying that, you know, take it as you feel. That there's a lot of prosperity in stepping out of your comfort zone. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. That also, exercise may be very beneficial for a lot of you. At this time, movement can be very helpful to get the energy flowing, especially like walking or swimming. Just like movement through the three-dimensional plane can be very helpful. Sisters of the seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order, the winged ones, angelic help, miraculous aid. And then we have the desert prince, survival, false promises, lady of the mirror, reflection, non-judgment, the spirit whisperer, divine guidance, higher learning. It's like very ninth house to me. Very interesting. All right, so I feel like, you know, this mirror, the North Node in the mirror, to me is a very strong energy. The North Node's, I think it's still in Aries, but soon moving to Taurus. I'm not sure. I know in eclipse season it was conjunct the eclipses, and then Taurus and Jupiter's bringing a lot of monetary prosperity to us. But it's in the final degrees of Taurus up until I think May 25th, where it will move to Gemini. And then we will find a lot of prosperity in communications. And this will be a very big shift, they're saying. Pluto will retrograde this year for a minute, and then after that, there will be a very big emphasis on the way that we communicate. Yeah, that's what they want to say. Okay. So let's get, where is my, there it is. Okay. Let's get some guidance and see what we have to say here. Specifically, there may be an actual karmic coming in for the masculine that is not romantic, that is beneficial. Wow, Archangel Michael, Dwal Cool, and then Lady Venus with Mary Magdalene, the Earth, and Saint Germain. So the big guns are out here. These are the most, you know, side Kuan Yin, which we had with the compassion card. Yeah, Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, you are safe, and angels stand close. I have been getting this message in private readings too. Very, very close. Dharma unfolding. Like I said, there were some things that they had to go through to understand the integration of the light and the dark. Remember, you are on a path. That's insane. Take one step at a time to happiness. I said that. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Yes. Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. I actually think this is for the masculines. I actually think a teacher is going to appear for them. Maybe for you too, but I don't think so as much. I think you're having astral help right now more. Joy. Past life. This is a past life teacher of theirs. Gratitude. Practice. Very important. And then Mother Earth. So 2 Earth cards here. Pink tourmaline. Forgiveness. Morganite. Relationship healing. They come out together all the time. And dragons. Dragons. This final 2 weeks of Taurus, you may really be helped in connecting at parks and lakes and green spaces, earth, trees. This may help you a lot. Air and fire and rainbow. Oops, I just mixed them. That wasn't good. Okay. Expands your creative energies, brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. I truly feel this is our third kind of joy card and a third kind of fool energy. You playing, getting out into earth is a very, look at that, earth dragon, magenta dragon, white gold dragon from Lyra is very beneficial. And then the golden orange dragon, which is the sacral with the book. Even going outside to the park to read, taking a picnic, doing an inner child picnic, doing painting in the park or crafts, anything that would please your inner child. Clears your path in the land around you. Stay grounded and be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing and you can move forward in life. He has enables you to bring forward your soul's wisdom. Yes. This is what's happening for the masculine. Awaken, they're having an awakening. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepared for accelerated ascension. I feel this so strongly. Connects you to the highest Christ light. Yes, I felt the Christ light for a while now. Bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. And then expands your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. Ugh, it's gonna make me cry again. Okay. Yes, if you feel also like bringing to mind charity and volunteering, especially like cleaning up the beach, cleaning up the lakes and the rivers, cleaning up the parks, even on your own, but also with like a soul family group would be very beneficial. Giving back to the earth, gratitude practices for the earth, whatever, however you feel that, you know, embodied to do that. You know, if you feel like you'd like to plant a tree or plant some things, this might be a great time. Oh, this is bottom of the deck, passion. What am I doing? When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Sexual union. Oh, that's for them. Sorry. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. They're really highly attracted to you right now, that divine feminine energy. Like I'm getting this vision. You can be any way you want. I'm not telling you how to be at all, but through their eyes, they see this like kind of, the word that's coming is luscious. I don't know, like Earth Mother, beautiful and just embodied. It's just a beautiful energy. I don't know how to describe it. It's not the external, but like whatever you feel called to do with your external, it is reflecting this beautiful energy. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on one another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Acceptance is a key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. No point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So we had passion, and now we have only time will tell. Look deep within your heart. You will feel my love for you as deep as the ocean. That's my very favorite card in this deck. Embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. Forgiveness and romance. So we have that card says Cupid's arrow strikes, and we had it on the pink cards too. There's something about them being hit with a very romantic energy that seems to come from the earth. And that's a strange thing to say because often we see it as like a Cupid flying around in the air. But this energy comes from the earth. And it's a very specific, grounded, blooming energy, almost like a rose. That rose that blooms from the earth, it carries like the highest frequency of all plants, right? I guess that's why they're giving it to me. And this is kind of what's emanating from you. This very, very high frequency is blooming from you. So it's a beautiful energy. I just hope I've translated these messages well, and I so appreciate, have so much gratitude that they come through me and that they can help any one person in this world. Is a beautiful blessing for me to serve that way, and I hope that it's helped you and that you can feel good. All right, bye for now. Lots of love.